Welcome to Nashville News on Channel 8. I'm Sarah, the host for this evening broadcast. Each month we select a different topic to explore. You, the viewers, have spoken. With over 10,000 votes, our special exploration this month is education. Tonight's edition is Team Building Learning. We have a chance to interview someone special, the 2017 program co-chair of TeamBasedLearning.org, Stephanie James. Let's see how the interview is going with Brad.
Thanks, Sarah. As you know, I've had the pleasure of talking to Stephanie James here at the conference hall, where she will be hosting a conference for teachers later this week. I have learned so much during our conversation. Stephanie, can you tell our viewers what is team-based learning?
Yes, Brad. Team-based learning is an evidence-based, collaborative learning, teaching, strategic, designed around units of instruction, known as modules, that are taught in a three-step cycle: preparation, in-class readiness, assurance testing, and application-focused exercise. A class typically includes one module.
Interesting. Let's go through the steps. What is preparation?
Students must complete preparatory materials before a class or the start of the module. Materials may be reading a selection of text, watch a visual or other, and set at a level that is appropriate to the students and to the course.
What is the in-class readiness assurance testing?
Readiness assurance test is in which students complete an individual readiness assurance test, consisting of 5 to 20 multiple choice questions. After submitting their individual answers, they take the same test that they will take with their team. As a team, they will use scratch cards, hoping to find a star that indicates a correct answer. All members of each team share the same team score, and both individual and team scores count toward the student's grades. This test approach that counts for assessment is important, as it gives students a real incentive to learn materials beforehand, attend classes, and contribute to team discussions. The readiness assurance process holds students accountable for coming to class prepared and working together as a team.
So, a pop quiz?
Is it a pop quiz if the students know about it beforehand?
I guess not. Last step. What is the application-focused exercise?
The remainder of the session or module is taken up with exercises that help students learn how to apply and extend the knowledge that they have pre-learned and tested. Teams are given an appropriate problem or challenge and must arrive at a consensus to choose a best solution out of options provided. Teams then display their answer choice, and the educator facilitates a classroom discussion between teams to explore the topic and the possible answers to the problem.
I would say collaboration at its finest. Back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Brad. Now we know what team-based learning is and the process of team-based learning. I'm sure many of you have questions, just like we did at the studio. We asked the staff to write down questions about team-based learning. We will check in with Brad as he asks Stephanie our questions.
Stephanie, are you ready for some questions?
I'm ready. Bring them on.
First question. How many students should be on a team?
How many students should be on each team depends upon the task. You don't want too many members on a team where the task doesn't have enough for each member to contribute. You don't want too few members on a team, or the task is overwhelming to the team. Generally speaking, 5 to 7 members is a good number.
How should the desks be arranged in the classroom?
Many believe because their classroom does not have round tables, movable desks, or movable chairs, this cannot work for their class. It's not true. All your students need is to be able to look each other in the eye and communicate. They can sit on the floor. If the classroom doesn't have the space, consider the hallway or the library. If the weather is nice, have class outside. Students may prefer to be able to get away from their desks.
What level of education is this appropriate for?
TBL is being used at all education levels, including K through 12, undergraduate, graduate, and professional schools. This is even a big university here in this state using team-based learning.
Which university is that?
Vanderbilt is using team-based learning.
That is interesting. Next question. How could team-based learning be used in college programs?
Let's use nursing as an example. The first step, students learn about different health conditions that are similar, at least 3. The second step, the students would be tested on the conditions. The third step, case study time. Each team has the same case study. The teams will have to diagnose the patient. Each team will select one person to deliver the diagnosis. The doctor. All of the team's doctor will leave the classroom. One by one, they will come in to give the diagnosis to the instructor acting as the patient. Correct answers receive "Thank you, doctor." Incorrect answers receive the response of "I would like a second opinion." Then the class will all have a discussion.
How does this relate to a flipped classroom?
Team-based learning is similar to a flipped classroom. Students get the knowledge before class, and then they apply that knowledge inside the classroom. Instead of the teacher being available to help in the classroom, the students rely more on their teammates.
Does this really relate to the workforce?
Absolutely. Let's use a pharmacy as an example. It's not rare to see a pharmacy filling 500 prescriptions a day. One person could not do this on their own. One person inputs the prescriptions into the system. One person prints the labels and pulls the drugs to be counted. One person counts the drugs for the prescriptions. One person verifies the dispensed drug with the prescription. One person fills the finished product, puts the finished product away, and waits on customers. Each member helps out in other areas as needed.
How does this relate to the 21st century skills?
With team-based learning, students are working on being a member of a team, working together. Accountability and communication skills. If you have them competing, they are on competition skills also.
There you have it. I'm Brad here with Stephanie James, the 2017 Program Co-Chair of TeamBasedLearning.org. Stephanie, it has been a pleasure. Back to you, Sarah.
You've heard all about team-based learning, and that ends this evening broadcast.